Hi, everybody. My name is Lou Rodriguez, real estate professional and listing agent realtor with JC Realty Group in Coral Springs. And today I want to bring something to your attention to further impress upon you how important it is to make sure that you're using the right real estate professional in any transaction that you're doing, whether you're buying a property or selling it. In today's episode, what we have here is a question about locking in rates and lenders. Of course, if you've been following me for a long time, you've heard me say many times that this is a collaborative process. Whenever a real estate transaction closes, there's many hands in the pot, many oars in the water, if you will, and so it has to be done in collaboration so that at the end you end up with a successful real estate transaction. So, and again, today's episode, if you look at this contract here in the yellow, you will see that the closing date was marked for April 30th, 2016. So, and again, having many years of experience in the mortgage industry as well as a mortgage broker or lending professional, to me, that would indicate that I have to make sure that that rate is locked at least by until April 30th or past that point. Now, on April 26th, as you can see here, here's a signed addendum that says new closing date of Tuesday, May 3rd, 2016, and it was signed on right there, April 26th, 4 days before the closing date. So if you're a lending professional watching this, or a real estate professional, or just a person who's locked a loan, you know that really that rate should have been extended maybe once and relocked twice tops. And so today I have a closing that was scheduled for 1:30 today, and I got a call about 20 minutes ago from the realtor saying that the rate had expired yesterday. Now, you see this? I'm scratching my head. And I'm scratching my head because I'm wondering how the hell that happened. We have documents that have clearly marked the dates on them, and so we pretty much know when that should close. So I hung up on the realtor, who's been a complete jackass, and he's actually was the motivating factor for a recent LinkedIn article that I wrote, Top 5 Things That I Hate About Realtors. You should go over to my Facebook page and take a look at it. So this problem here that was a self-manufactured crisis by the realtor and the lender. After I hung up on him, I called the lender direct myself, and I spoke to the manager because I've had issues already with this lender. And she told me that it had been locked. You ready for it, folks? See that? 4 times. She told me she thought it was going to close on this date. She told me she thought it was going to close yesterday. And I asked her, where did she get that information from? She said that she got it from the buyer's agent. I said, well, I'm the listing agent. I've given you the contracts and you have my direct information. Is that correct? Yes. So how did you lock this rate 4 times and have it expire the day after, the day after, or actually the day before the addendum was signed for closing, the new closing addendum? And she had no answer for me. And so, again, this video is just to impress upon you guys that when you hire someone to be your listing agent and or a buyer's agent, it's absolutely essential for the success of the transaction that you hire competent real estate professional. And that means that, do you hire your friend that lives down the block that happens to have a real estate license? That's up to you. I say no. Do you hire your aunt's son or daughter that just got their real estate license? Again, I say no. Do I hire the PTO president or teacher at the school that just got her license? And I would say no. And the reason is very clear. Transactional experience is what makes a professional realtor. You have to have gone through these fires. You have to have put on your fireman's hat and put these fires out. And so after being a part of more than 700 successful real estate transactions, I think that I qualify to say that I have a ton of transactional experience. But again, this is not about me. I just want you guys to know that these are the things that happen during the process of a real estate closing. So when someone puts an offer in, that's just the start of the process, folks. That's not saying that the house is sold or it's off the market. You still have to go through appraisals. You still have to go through inspections. You still have to go through title, lending. There's a whole host of things that have to go on. And then when you get phone calls like this at actually 10 of 1 p.m. today on Tuesday, May 3rd, then I have to go and deal with my seller to calm her down and appease to let her know that this transaction is actually closing. And how I do that is I completely bypass the buyer's agent. I reach out and I call to the lender direct and not to the mortgage broker. I spoke to her manager, and then I also called to the manager at the title company because this file is closing remotely and the title company is in Miami, and we all know what that's like. And the closing is actually physically happening in Pompano, just 10 minutes away from the property. So I hope that this message resonates with you and sinks in and lets you know that the professional that's helping you, you better hope that person truly is a professional and not just a marketer who happened to get the lead or the referral and is trying to get a commission check. Thank you. And again, my name is Lou Rodriguez, listing agent and real estate professional with JC Realty Group. And remember, it's how I do what I do that sets me apart.